Everyone, welcome back to my podcast. This week's topic is, do you feel appreciated? And if not, do you appreciate others?
Welcome to the Light, Hope, and Healing podcast, where we discuss why you have stress, anxiety, pain, illness, and how to heal from it. I am your host, Tracy Gohrick. My background is a healing coach, energy healer, spiritual mentor, intuitive, and channel.
Everyone, welcome back to my podcast. This week's topic is, do you feel appreciated? And if not, do you appreciate others? So this topic came up because the other day I was in the kitchen and I was cleaning and picking up stuff and everything I was going through my head. I was like, they don't appreciate what I do. They don't realize all the work that I do to clean up this house and keep it cleaned up. And my mind was just running amok. And then all of a sudden, I caught myself because I was like, first of all, do I know if they appreciate what I do or not? No, they don't say it. But then that's what made me think, well, do I act grateful or appreciate what they do for me? And the answer was no, because I appreciate it. I do appreciate it, but I don't always say it or even act like it. And I think we all get in our everyday life and just dealing with everyday life and dealing with everyday struggles and just dealing with everyday tasks that we forget to appreciate and let others know that we appreciate them. Because it's just assumed, and especially when you've been married for a long time, you just assume that they know. And, maybe they do, but sometimes it is nice to say it. So, how does this affect your health, right? Well, think about how I just was talking, how I just was running amok in my head, getting so upset and frustrated, thinking they don't appreciate what I do. And when you do that, you're lowering your vibration, you're lowering your aura, you're lowering your energy when you are getting worked up like that. And when that happens, that lowers your immune system, that lowers your aura for protection, and negativity can come in, which exacerbates what was going on with me, right? So, what is good for you to do, first of all, in that area, is start paying attention to what your mind is thinking. And then catch yourself when it's just doing things like getting worked up about that. Now, if my family wasn't appreciative of what I did, or I could have a talk with them, right? I could just let them know. And funny story is, they came in and because I was already laughing about it, I was already like, well, they do appreciate it. And I don't act or let them know that I appreciate the things they did or they do for me, right? So they had come in from working outside, and I told them how my mind was going crazy and thinking that they don't appreciate what I do and blah, blah, blah. And it's funny because it was my husband and one of my sons. They both looked at me like, well, we appreciate what you do. And I said, I know that's not what I'm saying. And I said, I'm just letting you know because A, I'm going to do a video about it. And B, because I don't act like I appreciate what you do, so I let them know that. So, first of all, if you feel not appreciated, sit down and have a conversation with them. But on the other hand, also look at yourself. Are you acting really appreciative of what others are doing for you? Specifically, close family members. Because so many times we are just in the thick of life and we're just been together with our family for so long that we forget to let them know that we appreciate what they're doing. We forget to let them know that it's nice when they do things for us, and we forget to just show it because you've been together for so long and you forget to do that, right? So have a conversation, with each other to maybe do that, just let each other know. And then also, like I said, have a look at, are you acting appreciative? Because if you want something for yourself, you might want to make sure you're doing it for others. Because a lot of times we get upset and angry about stuff that we see in ourselves, and it's might be unconscious. And that might have been partly why I was getting so worked up, because it's like I don't do it. And so I see it, and because I'm not doing it, I'm getting upset about it, right? So, you know, all things in our life are always showing us things that we need to work on. Our body's aches and pains are showing us what we need to work on. So if I continue to be angry and upset about that, it would have showed up in my body as a pain or an illness, to let me know, like, you got to check yourself, you got to stop. And that's the beauty of this life we have, is we are being shown when we need to look at stuff, right? When we need to, like, maybe change something in our lives. Because when we're having pain and illness, we need to have a look at what's really going on with us, right? So getting upset and your feelings hurt, it's not that it's not valid, because I mean, that's the whole other thing. It's like you need to be doing it for yourself, not for recognition from others. You know, you need to, like, I was cleaning the kitchen for myself. I wanted the kitchen cleaned for myself, but I decided to let my mind run amok and get worked up and upset about it. But really, I was doing it for myself. And I know that. And I had decided that a long time ago, rather than getting angry, I wanted the kitchen clean, and sometimes in a certain way that wouldn't be done. Like nobody does it like how I would want it done. So I'll just go in and finish up what I want done rather than getting upset, because most of the time they are making an effort to clean up the kitchen. So anything that puts us off balance or puts us in anger or puts us in frustration is going to affect our body and affect our healing and could make us sick. So just remember that. That's why I'm giving you this example. It's something that happened to me, and I was like, well, this is something I need to look at. But since then, I don't get upset anymore, because I caught myself, and then I told them the story, and then I started acting and letting them know, and thank you for doing this for me, being grateful for what they do for me, right? Because if you want something, you need to be doing it also. Now, I know there is sometimes where you are saying it and do it and it's not returned. And then that's the time you need to sit down and have a conversation with the people that you feel aren't grateful or thankful for what you do, or don't show that they care about it. And then, but also remember, you're doing it for you, right? But if your relationship's really bad, then you need to sit down and have a look at that, talk to them, and make some changes. You have to decide for yourself what that is. Mine was not that serious, and we all laughed it off. But it was just a sign for me to stop running amok in my head, because we do. We all run amok in our head. I know you do, because I don't know if we get bored or we're just lackadaisical in our thoughts, and rather than consciously thinking about things, which is another thing we need to work on, is what we're consciously thinking about. Yes, those thoughts are going to come in our head because we're human. They're there. We get our feelings hurt or we get upset, but it's just something for us to work on, right? And it's a way, to start paying attention to where your thoughts are going and catch yourself and then fix it like I did. Laugh it off, like, okay, so do I do it? And I was just laughing at myself. No, I don't. So sometimes we're being shown things that we're not doing, that maybe that we need to do too, that come up when we're getting worked up and upset. So just remember that, okay? So pay attention to your thoughts. And when you're getting angry at somebody, for something, have a look within yourself and see, are you doing that? Right? Because sometimes we're being shown things that we're doing that maybe we need to adjust also, on top of our mind running amok. So I hope this helped you out. I want to share with you the sponsor of this video. It is the X39 Lifewave patches. These are amazing, and I want you to know I don't share anything or recommend anything unless I use it for myself and I totally love it. Okay, I don't do any of that. These I love. My mother, my husband, and I have all been on them since August. And immediately what I noticed was much more energy in myself. I had much more energy to get things done and just felt a lot of energy during the day. And I didn't get tired in the afternoon like I would sometimes. And I also noticed in myself that I had a mole up here and it just disappeared, right? And I had a few more like later that happened too. And then I noticed that I had a cut on my hand and it healed really quickly. Okay. And then so with my mother, she is almost 80 and she would get tired in the late afternoon and take naps usually around 2, 3, or 4, right? And once she got on these patches, she no longer needed the nap. She wasn't taking naps anymore. She was had more energy herself and was more well rested. And then finally with my husband, and these are just a few of the results, okay? Finally with my husband, he had a lot more energy. He's been retired and he kind of got in a slump and he had a lot of energy once he got on these patches. A couple of days after getting on the patches, he pulled his shoulder out of his socket, which he's done before. He popped it back in anyway, and it bruised horribly. He couldn't lift his arm up. He hurt it pretty bad. It's something he does a lot. And the next day, he was able to lift it halfway up. And then the day after that, he was able to lift it all the way up again, which that's never happened when he's dislocated his shoulder. And there was tons of bruising all the way down his shoulder, and that cleared up, and it was much lighter like the second day, and it cleared up much quicker, and he just healed so much faster after being on these patches. So here's what they look like. And you just take it off and you put it on. Well, this is one place you put it, is the back of the neck, and I hope this is going to show up in the video right there. Back of the neck is where I put mine. And you can put it on your stomach, and there's many other places you can put it, but there is information in the description below on these patches. They are amazing, and I want to just give you what it says on the website about it, just so you have an idea of how it works and why it works. The technology of the X39 patches is phototherapy. It gently stimulates the skin with light, which stimulates the natural flow of energy in the body, which improves the health in the body. So like I said, we've had amazing results. I love them. My mom loves them. My husband loves them. I have quite a few other people on them, and they've all had amazing results. It's helped improve their health and helps them recover quicker. So if you have any questions or are interested in them, go ahead and reach out to me. All the information to contact me is below. There is also a Start X39 website. You can go check it out. Or if you just want to order it, there's a link to order it in the description below. But check them out. I am been so happy on these patches. All right, so at the end of in the description below, there's a free healing meditation. A lot of people have gotten a lot of good from that free healing meditation, and it's in the description below. Just click on the link, and you'll receive it. There's many ways to work with me, all in the description below. Also, just click on the links. If you have any questions, my email's in the description below. Reach out and let me know your questions. And if there's any topics that you want me to discuss on here, just email me. I would love to discuss the topics that you guys want to hear. And then please like, share, and subscribe this video if you enjoyed it. So go do something you love. Every day, do something you love, something that lifts you up and brings you joy. Do at least one thing every day that you love, and then do at least one thing every day of self-care. Drink tea, Epsom salt bath, pray, meditate, whatever it is for you for self-care, do at least one. And then look for the good in everything. Look for the good in everything. And then when something stands out to you in someone, then say it to them. Let them know, lift you up and lift them up. And finally, write 10 things you're grateful for. Do these things, and I promise you, you're going to see a difference in your life. That's what I've got for today. I love you all, and I'll see you soon. Bye.